I was saying that it was very important to have this meeting today because we need to have some ground rules. First, one ground rule that I should emphasize is that we are now nominees of ODM to stand for election for various positions beginning from MCA level up to the presidency. You understand that?
Yes.
Secondly, we are members of the ODM party, which is a member of a coalition party called Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. We are the only coalition in the Republic of Kenya which is at the same time a party. Therefore, when you go to the election, you'll be elected on the ballot board as a member of the Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. You need to let your constituents know. But you are registered as well.
Only Jacom is in that.
Yes. Only Jacom, yeah, she's right. Only Jacom at the presidential level will be elected as the presidential candidate of the Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. That is important because in electing the president, we must mobilize all our coalition partners in Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party to support our candidate. Number six, to be in Kakawan, in the party. There was a debate whether there should be zoning. That where ODM is strong, that is zoned for ODM, and it became very messy, it could not work. So the idea of zoning was set aside. Because there are certain places like Western, where this constituency you find that this one is ANC, this one what, ODM, to zone would be very difficult. Number six, although here in Kisumu County, zoning might be easy. Because the zone itself is ODM. Number six. But when you are looking for vote for the presidency, then we are mobilizing Kenyans as members of the Azimio la Umoja Coalition Party. I hope that is very clear. When we come here as ODM, we can say, as Yamami also has said here, we are trying to mobilize all ODM members. And even anybody who is not an ODM member, we persuade them that in this county, we are campaigning for ODM, to elect ODM members to go to various positions. That doesn't stop us at the same time. For me, I'm campaigning to the government. I want every vote, whether it's from where. Kura ni Kura. We are mobilizing for every vote for me at the county level. What this means is as follows. Let us be very civil in our politics. State your policies. Why ODM is preferable to any other party in this county? Because ODM has done a lot. ODM has the record of fighting for the liberation of this country consistently, ever since it was established. I am ODM number 6 in the membership. Our presidential candidate is ODM number 2. ODM number 1 is Henry Kosi. See what I mean? So if you are Unabima Dongo ODM, we are there. And we know what suffering ODM has gone through, what tribulations we have had for existence, how many elections we have won and stolen. But in the final analysis, one of the things that you must celebrate our presidential candidate for, Raila Amolo Odinga, is his capacity to forgive and embrace for the sake of unity of Kenya. That is why the coalition is called Azimio la Umoja. And one of the reasons why I wanted that thing right in front of us is in that photograph lies the meaning of Umoja. bringing Kenya together. If you know what happened in 2007, 2013 and all that, you don't expect that handshake to take place. But it took place because the primacy we give to the unity of the country so that we can grow. Sooner or later, we are going to have East African Confederation before we have East African Federation. It will happen in our lifetime, I'm telling you. That is what will make Kenya triumph. Because unlike the DRC, we are not at war with each other. Unlike Uganda, we are not a military regime. Unlike Rwanda, we are not a regime that is standing. Unlike Somalia, we are not clan divided. Unlike Ethiopia, this is an empire doddering to fall. So we're in a situation where we must exploit or use our unity to the night, unite the whole of Eastern Africa for the sake of development. So we must cherish unity. Because for unity will come our development. Secondly, the ODM is the only party, I will tell you, which has consistently existed since 2007 election. There's no other party which has consistently existed as a party to give direction to Kenyans. So if we don't make use of that foundation and establish it even much further in Kisumu County, it's the birthplace of ODM. ODM was born here in the stadium, Moi International Stadium. That's where the name was formed. I remember I was sitting there with Okemo, with Salat. Salat was at the end. With Okemo, Salat, and myself, who said, but we must turn this thing into a movement. Then we drafted something past Balala. Balala consulted Jacob. Jacob said, yes. Balala, you go and announce it in Kisumu. So if we are in the birthplace of ODM, we cannot afford to let these parties down at this crucial time. Therefore, although we have other people belonging to other parties in the county as members of the ODM coalition party, we must use our majority not as a form of tyranny, but a form of persuasion, as a form of extending that handshake, but knowing full well that if your home is not in order, you cannot afford to extend the handshake. If you are home in the door, the money you win it. You don't feel madoko. King when you attack, you know what you should do in that home. Mama see. Money going to pull in more. Come on. So you know what I'm saying? So we are as strong as we can persuade. As we can assure others, no, yes, it's a democratic society, you can compete, but remember, here, you go but it must not mean scaring votes away from our presidential candidate. Every vote matters. Because when those votes are carried, when we have voted on the 9th of August, every vote will count for our presidential candidate to form a government in Kenya called the Government of the Mio na Umoja Coalition Party. Are we together?
Yes.
So I expect a very principled campaign. A campaign based on our manifesto, as the Mio manifesto, which our party leader will launch soon after the Sunday reading paper. That manifesto will form our Bible for quoting from Isaiah, from Hezekiah, from Amos, from Matthew, from John 1 and 2. So that we don't come up with ideas outside the manifesto of the Azimio. So, finally, as somebody said, when we are going to campaign, all of us, whether you are a member of parliament, or an MCA, whatnot, the people you are going to campaign with, please assign them responsibilities of delivering messages to the people based on our manifesto. Secondly, you must get to know what are the problems ailing this or that people. For example, Millie, she is going to be my NTA in North Rat. That lady there is going to be an NTA in where Central, where is she? Over there. Okay. Now the problems in North Rat and Central may be very different. North Rat, they may be saying these days our bananas don't fetch good prices in the market. We want market access for our bananas. In Kisumu Central, our muhogo is rotting on the ground because only muhogos can go there, grow there well. Let me see. When you come to Kano here, you find the niche of rice, okay, cotton, sugar. She was heading the disaster department, so she knows about floods, okay? Now, those are the issues you must talk about, how ODM is going to help the people solve this problem. So don't just talk about the money. In case the manifesto does not cover this local problem, please address them. So I'm not telling you to be dogmatic, that you are seeing problems you don't address. The principle of ODM, unity in prosperity, prosperity covers all those problems that you must address. So we came here to share these ideas and to know that now we are going to have programs for campaign. I will be campaigning for my position as governor. So I will have a program where to go and go. We have only 2 months. Yamami here will have to campaign as the women rep. She has to travel around all the constituencies. There are times she may not be together with others campaigning because she knows where the shoe pinches. So it's Bakili there. But in the final analysis, we shall be organizing rallies where we come together as a family and appeal to sub-county to vote for us. Now these quarters here, the new headquarters, will help very much to organize such things. Because the ODM secretariat is here anyway, there's no need dividing little offices here and there. We put them under one roof, but then this office here serves the whole region, South Nyanza to Western. Because most of the meetings affecting the region will be held here. So sometimes we may be called here on a regional meeting, like we did the other day. Members of the various regional committees met here, and we are going to meet again on Thursday. So that if Jacom is coming for having a rally, a time is going to come when he's not going to spend a whole week in Western. He will come, let's say, for 3 days, one in Southern Nyanza, one here, and one in Western. We have to coordinate that. So be prepared, please, all of us, to be called upon to help at such time. Are we together? Is there anything I've left to say again? Only to say that I want to open the floor for such comments, such questions, so that we can have a discussion. Sawa? ODM! Azimio! Actually, I forgot the where is the addition? I forgot to give it something. Now, this is a speaker of the same. It's a very important plan to me, because if the assembly rebels, I will be impeached.
ODM. ODM.
Thank you so much, Governor. I think I don't want to say more after the governor has spoken.
Iwapo unapenda habari nazokuletea, basi subscribe kwenye channel hii ili uwe unapata uhondo kila wakati. Shukran.
I was saying that I don't want to say much after the governor given his thoughts on how we are going to move forward, and just to give opportunity for the comment. But I want to reiterate that it's important that we work together, and as it has been presented, we have the Azimio